Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we are going to be looking at what could be the upcoming map, location, and setting for Rockstar's next big AAA game. That's right, so an image of what apparently is supposed to be the map of the next Red Dead game world has appeared online. Now, initially, this image was posted on NeoGAF by a user Midian. And if you try to go to that post right now, it has been removed. However, obviously, it has been saved and reposted so many different times. And other websites like TechRadar claim that a source close to the development of the new Red Dead game has confirmed the map is indeed the real deal. So you've got one source, which is NeoGAF, which is where it was originally posted. And then you've got TechRadar, who is another, I guess, like technology magazine. They've stated that a source close to them has confirmed that it's the real deal. So in this video, we're going to be playing the game of real or fake. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments section down below on what you think of this map. Do you think it is real, and do you think it is fake? Now, TechRadar also claims that the image is a very recent art direction map, and this is something that Rockstar have just recently created. So obviously, you can see the image right here. It features locations like the Great Plains, where the Blackwater area from the first game was located. It also additionally features numerous islands that can be seen on the outskirts, indicating that our main character, our player, may be either able to swim or take boats out to new locations. And that's another thing that was kind of interesting about this map when I first looked at it, because in Red Dead Redemption, you couldn't swim. And if you notice, it looks like there's actually a ton of bodies of water on this map, when in fact there's only actually a couple small rivers and those two giant bodies of water. I know it might be hard to see because there are a ton of colors going on right now, but those purplish looking lines that are going in between the little territories are in fact the borders for the different territories and not rivers. When I first looked at this map, I was like, how are we going to get to any of the other areas if we'd have to cross rivers, when in Red Dead Redemption we couldn't swim? So that kind of checks off right there. Is this, it might be a real map. The fact that those are borders and not rivers. The two bodies of water are still pretty predominant and still pretty cool. However, one thing I did notice, and you might have noticed this too, is a city located in the bottom right. It's actually New Bordeaux. And what's pretty interesting about New Bordeaux is this is the area where Mafia 3, which is a game that's distributed by Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, is set. So Mafia 3's main city is set in New Bordeaux, and the supposed Red Dead game is going to have a city at New Bordeaux also. So I'm kind of torn because I can see this working both ways in terms of if you want to say it's fake or if you want to say it's real. If you want to say it's real, you could say, okay, each of those games are published by Take-Two Interactive, so it wouldn't be all too uncommon to see them share maybe some of the same locations and same storylines. However, if you want to believe it's fake, it could also be weird that they would be mixing different game cities, considering they're kind of in different universes, the Red Dead universe and the Mafia universe. So I think that's probably the most interesting part of this map, especially with the new discovery of like Mafia 3 setting that we know it's going to be taking place in a New Bordeaux. It's spelled the exact same way. It almost looks as if it's in an extremely similar location to where the one in Mafia 3 is. So that ultimately right there is a pretty interesting discovery. And another interesting discovery is the map from Red Dead Redemption actually matches up with this new map pretty nicely. So I'll have an image on the screen so you guys can see it right now. On the left side, it's the Red Dead Redemption map. And on the top part, it's the new kind of like Red Dead world map that we're kind of trying to debunk right here. So you can see there's two places in the top right-hand corner, tall trees and green plains. They connect almost perfectly to the new map that we see on the top right. Now, once again, that might be a giant coincidence. The person who created this map, they might have known that people were going to try to piece the maps together, so they wanted them to match really nicely. Or it could be that it came straight from Rockstar and that they totally did this on purpose. So once again, I'm kind of torn on if this really helps the case for it being fake or if it is true. And obviously you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of our new map, we have an area, tall trees, and Great Plains, which of course match up perfectly. So I'm not sure, like I said, if that helps our cause. Obviously, New Orleans is pretty close geographically to Texas. So if they were to extend it out a little bit farther to the right, geographically, ultimately that would make sense. And honestly, I'm guessing the game would have to be a prequel. So I'm not going to do any spoilers right here, but if you played Red Dead Redemption, you know there can't really be a story afterwards. So it almost makes sense that a prequel would have to be where they go with this. And maybe this prequel takes place in Louisiana and maybe some parts of New Orleans and that entire state. And then obviously in Red Dead Redemption, they would have migrated over to Texas. Now, probably the most interesting part of all of this is that this is coming out like 2 or 3 days right after the Leslie Benzies and Rockstar Games fallout, where they essentially are like suing each other for $150 million. So it is kind of interesting that all this like new map is coming out after that fallout. I highly doubt Leslie Benzies just had this in his back pocket and was like, haha, I'll show them when they try to kick me out. I'm going to leak this. But honestly, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below on what you think of this supposed next Red Dead map. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? I'm personally leaning towards fake. I'm just really not too sure. It just seems so odd that something like this would leak out without having really any information or any hints at another Red Dead game coming. We can all assume that it might be the next game, but we don't really have any concrete evidence that that is what Rockstar is working on next. Now, of course, E3 is coming in just a few short weeks, about a month or two, so that's going to be exciting. Maybe we'll hear something there, and who knows, maybe this might be the map that does end up turning out to be Rockstar's next big AAA title game. So once again, love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think it's real. Let me know if you think it's fake. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.